beautiful Canada, Toronto. We're going to have a little coffee together. Here we go. Can you read it today? Yeah, you can. Strength, wisdom. I like it. Oh, my Lord. Look at all the stuff I got open here. Okay, let's click all those. Hopefully, we're still here. Yep, got lucky. Lighting's pretty good, considering. Elliot. How are you, sir? Do you want to come up today? You can if you want. You can come up anytime you want, by the way. Unless we're doing some topic and Colin's on. Sometimes Colin likes to have the dance floor, right? But let's see here what we got. Sure, let's chat. All right, let's do it. We haven't chatted in a long time. Like a long, long time. Why is that? I felt at one point we were getting along pretty good, and then I don't know. Happs is like that, you know. 1 minute everything's good, next minute person's ready to kill you. What do we got here? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's do that. Yeah. And there. Perfect. All right. We're good. So, today, my energy level was okay. It wasn't great. Go for a walk today. I haven't done that yet. I hope to do maybe at least a couple laps. Even the days you don't feel 100%. I think, honestly, I overdid it yesterday. Have you ever done that? Just went too crazy? Aw, there's my dear friend, Fraser Ramsey. So, Wednesday is a day that we give gratitude to many people. Rewire your brain for success. Are you going to do that in 2022? I don't know. I saw Chris Gales on earlier. He sounded phenomenal. The sound was great. So they've got the sound part all together. When you have discipline, you start moving in the direction of new pathways and clarity. I agree with that. All right, so I need to move this over. I need to click here. I need to click that and then move this here and move that back. All right. So I have two screens that I work with. And what's this one say here? Always trust your instincts. They are messaging that your soul is connected to the universe. Oh, yeah. So, what is striving in your life right now? What is the key? Oh, we got to have, here he is. That's the thing. When you have people in the waiting room, you don't want them waiting forever.
I
There
wasn't
he
waiting
is.
that long. I wasn't waiting
There.
that long.
Yeah. A couple seconds.
Not bad at all. How are you?
Good. You're crystal clear today. Do you have.
Hey, I don't know if that's a good thing. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, you're crystal clear. You sound good. So,
Right
what do
on.
I always ask you? What are you currently grateful for? What are you striving for?
I'm grateful for a lot of things. It's non-skid ER
What does
nurse.
that mean? Is
I'll
that
let
between
her.
you and her?
Well,
Is that
I
an
mean,
inside joke? That's what it
it.
feels like.
Well, it originated with her, but it doesn't mean that it's private or inside. It's
Mm,
just. It's probably better if she explains it rather than myself.
okay.
But I'm grateful for a lot of things, Michael. I try
Yeah.
to keep the humbleness and the perspective every day of my life. So
Yes.
um, I'm super grateful for my daughters
Mm-hmm.
who are awesome. I'm super grateful for a great job. I'm super grateful for my friends and my family
Yes.
and a place to lay my head at night. Those are the things I'm grateful for, and really they don't change much from day to day.
Warm, dry fed.
Exactly.
A dear friend of
Yes,
mine used to say that if he was warm, dry fed every day, he felt like he was okay. Anything above that was bonus.
absolutely. Cherry.
And I said to him one time, I said, "Why is that so important to you?" And he said, "When I was little, we didn't always have those things. We'd miss one."
Mm.
He said, "I always remember being hungry. I remember one time our roof was leaking. We had raining on us one time in coming through the roof, and he said it scared me. And we didn't always have heat, so that's the warm, dry fed.
Well, and imagine that. So that's I don't know who that was, but imagine that person not experiencing one out of those three things at different times of his life. Imagine the people that don't get any of those every day of their life.
Yeah,
And in this case, homeless, hungry.
yeah. Well, and there's a
You
lot
know,
of people. A lot
yeah.
of people are heartbroken at this time of the year. I don't know if you know that, but
What's up, Helen?
there's a huge amount of individuals that are depressed at this time of the year. November, December, high suicide rates, always.
Yeah, and you couple that with that what you just mentioned, and
Hmm.
also the state of our world right now with COVID and with
Yeah,
everything that's going on.
on a hard reset. Oh my God, there's Helga. I've not seen her
What's up,
in so
Helga?
long. So nice to see you.
Kevin?
Yeah, she exited for a while, so I'm glad she's back. Good to see you. I was thinking about her yesterday. We've
You're
had a
you're
lot of
uh,
people exit. Have you
you're
noticed that?
Canadian. Your Canadian just came out. You were
Did it?
thinking a bit, yeah, about her. You were thinking about her,
A
about
bitter,
her,
a booter,
a
about her.
boot her. Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely very Canadian and proud of it. I love Canada. I'm very grateful to live here.
So
Feel like I won a
geographically, if you
lottery.
look at it, right? I live here in California,
Yeah.
right? I live in California, and
What
our
what what
neighboring
fell?
country.
What fell there? What was
Oh,
that?
that was
People
my
are going to want to know.
here. Hold on,
Was
hold
it
on.
the spirits?
No, no, here.
Okay.
This is where I have my zombie apocalypse backup
Yeah. Oh,
toilet
okay.
paper,
So
and
you're a prepper.
so look,
Yeah. Well, that could have been
see.
ghosts.
Well, if you believe in those, yeah.
Yeah. It could have been. They could have been. Hey,
Here I'm going.
look, you're with Michael. Michael believes in those things. It's time to have things fall off the shelf. Now,
You,
if they were thrown at you, you'd have more belief. Like if they all like came at your head,
no, I wouldn't.
you'd have a greater belief.
No,
Where
there
are
would
we
be.
right now? In the garage?
This is the garage. Yes,
That's
this
a
is.
nice garage.
It's finished, right? I finished
Mm-hmm.
it. It's got drywall. It's got texture. It
You got a
has.
lot of shit, man.
There's the
You
prison
are
chair.
you are a collector.
Yeah,
Holy mackerel! Look at that.
yeah. And then then you got stuff like this over here. Let me see.
Yeah.
This is
You,
this is the stuff that's really important, Michael. See this?
the
That's
recycling? Oh, the golf
no,
clubs. Okay. All
yeah.
right.
This is very important. This is important too,
It
but
is not to the same degree.
this is also pretty important. This is my wine cave where I keep my beer and my wine.
Mm.
See that?
Well, wine's a lot cheaper in the States than it is here.
And then here's an
Yes.
antique media collection.
I
Look at
see
this.
that. So that's
Look at this.
CDs.
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Uh,
VHS tapes.
Look at that. Look.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've got some. It looks like you like soul. You like some soul when you were a kid.
I love soul. I love soul
Soul.
music.
And what was that? Some rap there as well.
There's probably some rap in there. There's some hip hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of the nicest
Sarah.
garages I think I've ever seen.
Sarah. Well, this is technically my parents' garage, to be honest with you. But
Okay.
yes. But I've helped with many things. There's many
Yeah.
things in here that are mine.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, so your
and I also have
parents
a
are
storage
your
unit. I
parents
have a
are
storage
hoarders
unit.
too then. Okay. All right. My
Yeah.
grandparents when they left the planet, it took dumpsters and dumpsters and dumpsters. They had so much stuff. And we had to be careful.
You said I like how you said stuff right there. Didn't begin with an SH.
Yeah.
It was
No,
stuff.
no, no.
It was
Some of it was amazing. Some like
right stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
some of it was amazing. Like
Right.
we found diamond rings in
Ooh.
socks.
Wow.
So if we had done, I often wonder now with those
Stuff.
places that have donations and people don't look if they don't find money because old people put money in their mattress, they put them in their shoes, they put them in old like old Christmas cards. There was cash in there.
Yeah, and
It
they
was
forget
weird.
about it, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think she just when she did it in the thoughts of nobody would find it,
Right. It was a hiding
right?
place. It was a hiding
Yeah,
place.
I think this is before they used to have the outlets where you pull out and put money in there, you know, the plugs and stuff. Or so many of these houses now, the door opens and you go into a whole other room, a man cave sometimes.
What, like a secret door? Like it looks
Yeah,
like a bookshelf?
yeah, a
And
bookshelf, or it looks like one that I saw recently looked like a bar, and the
right,
guy clicked something and it opened up, and you went in, and it was this beautiful man cave, and he had
right.
all of his Rolexes in there, and it was cool. It was very cool. He had a
Yeah,
pool table in there.
it's almost like a one of those security deposit boxes at banks, right? You have to go into this
Yeah,
special area and open the. And some of them are huge, right? Some of them just have a little drawer that you pull out
yeah.
and you put stuff, but
Some
some
of
of them
them
are
just
big.
have escape rooms that have a toilet.
Right?
No,
Panic rooms. What about panic rooms? Aren't there panic rooms? Aren't
well,
those like?
the coolest one I saw was it went under the house, went about 50 yards, and onto the street.
I was an escape route.
You could leave,
Yeah, like El
and
Chapo.
the guy who had it built was a bad guy.
Yeah, like El Chapo. He has like who El Chapo is.
No, I don't know.
He's a
I think
famous.
this guy was a mob guy that had a lot of money, and knew sooner or later they would come, and he
Yeah,
needed an exit strategy.
yeah. Well, El Chapo is a famous Mexican drug lord,
Okay.
and he had so many ties and so many ins with people that even when he went to
Yeah.
jail, he would have people help him dig out escape routes through the underground tunneling and stuff.
Yeah.
They
I,
would
I
come up
once
through
watched a
manholes.
show where the guy talked about it. He said, I always said to my wife, offer them a beer, offer them coffee, because they'd always come to get them. And it said, let them stay. They're never going to find where I am. And he was inside the wall.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
had TVs in there and computers and a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah.
So, Michael, what are you grateful for today?
Um, I'm grateful for another day on the planet, my
Well,
health.
then I'm gonna have to dig a little bit deeper. Then, so then,
Yeah.
what was the best part of your day?
I got to spend some time with my wife today, which was good.
Is that not normal or
No, not always, because
no? Okay, all right,
yeah,
okay, good. That's good.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. We both have, considering I'm almost 60. I'm going to be 59 soon. We both have very busy lives, so yeah, keeps us going.
Yeah, you're on Happs all the time.
Not recently. Once a day
No.
now.
Okay. All right.
Once a
All right.
day. I am a little worried about Haps though. It seems like everyone is left.
Wow. I don't know. I really enjoy Happs. I'm
Yeah,
starting to enjoy Happs. I really enjoyed Periscope a lot. And
I
I
know
work
you
a lot.
did. You loved Periscope.
I did. I did. I really liked it a lot. What's up, Milton? And you know, I like it because I get to get on there and start talking to people whenever I have the opportunity to do so, and it's always been great. So I don't know about who's here or gone
I
or
love
leaving,
this
but
here.
you
It
probably
says
know.
my grandma used to stuff her bras with money in her closet. Why not?
How long did it take you to get over COVID when you had it? Did you ever get your taste and smell back? Good question. Um, I was
Yeah, we
symptom
should read
free.
some of these.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't mean to take your broadcast over. If you want me to answer that question, I can. If not,
No, I
then
want you to. No,
oh, okay.
I want you to read the questions. If they
Yeah.
ask you questions, please answer them because we want them to feel part of this. I think
Okay.
you and I had fun. I was in Fantasy Island with the mobster going in the wall, and I forgot about everybody. That's okay.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. That's
Fantasy
my
zipline, zipline. Okay,
hey
go ahead.
boss, the plane. Um, COVID. Oh, I had symptoms for probably I want to say 7 days. Obviously, in the beginning wasn't that bad. The middle was awful, and the ending it kind of tapered off. I would say that my taste is probably at about 45, 50%, and currently cannot smell at all. Zero smell. Maybe 10%, I'll say. But yeah, it's been kind of weird. And it's been 2 months now. So,
Um, it supposedly affects the receptors in your nose and your mouth, like it, I'm a little worried about the new variant because they're now saying that it's very contagious.
are you talking about the cryptocurrency variant? That's what it sounds like to me. Doesn't it
It
sound like
does. Yeah.
Omicron or
Yeah.
Omicron or whatever it is?
Yeah. Well, I've heard Oricron, but I've heard a lot
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
Um, it's a strange thing that we went through all those vaccines. Now we need boosters. And now they're saying, well, you might need a booster every 6 months.
Oh, Michael, I don't want to get. I don't want to get into this discussion. I really
No,
don't.
no.
I mean, I do, but it would, And I'm not violent or mean about it or anything. I just tend to have a lot of opinions about it, and
Well,
I've
the,
done
the
some
great
research
divide
on it.
is happening now. I'm noticing there are
Hmm.
a bunch of people that were okay, get the vaccine, get the vaccine. Now they're like, well, I got the vaccine, so I wouldn't have to get a vaccine, and now I have to get another vaccine. So even the
Weird.
logical people are like, this is sounding more
Megatron.
and more like the flu,
Well, the
but deadly.
Scandinavian. Well, the flu is deadly. The flu can be deadly.
Yes. Yeah.
Scandinavian countries. I think it's Norway, Finland, Sweden, maybe
It's
one
it's
more.
funny. You've started dancing since we talked about COVID.
Yeah, I do that.
It
I
makes
tend
you
to do
answer.
that.
Get ants in your pants and you need to dance. All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
I
I'm
got
trying.
ants in my pants and I need to dance.
I think that some people can mistake my passion for something and my interest level in something to anger or something like that.
Nancy K
Which
says over 8 million have died in the U.S. alone. I don't think that's correct.
yeah, that's a lot. But what I was going to say is those
I,
Scandinavian
I, I think
countries,
she meant
eight hundred
800,000.
thousand. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
there's no way. If it was 8 million, we would be insane. Well, think about this for a sec, just for a moment. Let's say that 20% of all the individuals in the universe, okay, that are my age, between say 55 and 75, just 20% died. It would be millions upon millions upon millions upon millions, right? So it's still not a huge percentage if you look, because don't forget it. What do we have now? We have, what is it, 8 billion
Wor-
people?
World
Eight,
population.
yeah, it's 8.5
Yeah.
billion now. It's growing like crazy. Um, some individuals have every theory known to man, but I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see us having that normal life ever again. I think we're going to have to adjust. And some people believe there's an agenda. I honestly don't know. I know I also got it at the beginning and it scared the crap out of me. It sounds like you got it as well,
Yeah,
right?
I got it just a little while ago. I got it. So
So
um,
which variant do you think you got? You didn't get the new one.
no,
You didn't get the Oh, I saw a human.
yeah, a human.
I saw a humanoid.
Um, I believe it was probably Delta because I didn't have it in the
Yeah.
very beginning, and it was probably Delta. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I think it's here to stay as well. I think it's here to stay. I'm not trying to say it's not,
Yeah.
but I think that the way we're going about this is not the right way to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Is
So
that your dad?
that is my dad.
Hi, Dad.
Um, Vaccines. I think
Yes.
that someone like my dad
Yeah.
should probably get the vaccine. Um,
Yes. Well,
yeah.
even my age. Yes. I
Are you
agree.
considered a
Especially
boomer? Are you considered a boomer? Although you're in
I'm
Canada, do they have that? Is that
I think I would be considered for many people an annoyance or a blessing. Those two things. It depends what spectrum you're on. It depends on the day, I think. You know. Oh, you just froze. You just froze for a second there. Are you back? I wonder if the car
we're
did
back?
that.
There, you're back. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah, I wonder if the car
I can't hear you.
interrupted the broadcaster just for a
Hmm.
second. What do we got here? I'm just looking at these. I will get the booster in February. This is what Milton says. At least he froze in a nice pose. Yes, he
Oh, there you
did. I
go.
like that.
Now,
I'm a
now I
poet
can
and
hear
I
you.
didn't know it. I love that. At least he froze in a nice pose. Say that 3 times fast.
So before you froze and before I froze, you said some people would know me as an annoyance, or what did you say?
A blessing. It depends on the day.
A blessing or annoyance. I would
Yeah.
say personally, in the little time that I've known you, that I would
Hmm.
consider you both.
Yes. I
Yes,
think I'm
you
the
both.
complete human being. Yeah.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely,
am definitely
absolutely.
a human being who is flawed, who is trying to get better every day.
Me too,
I'm
man.
in
Me too. I'm
pursuit.
raising my hand. I'm raising my hand. Me too.
Hmm. Are we praising Jesus right now, or are we hoping that I get better?
Oh, Michael, I'm doing
Okay.
that all the time. You don't see.
Okay.
That's probably part of the dance that you see me doing as well.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
let's talk about
probably,
that for a minute.
I'm probably, thinking in my head about how great Jesus is.
He is
We're
pretty
all
great.
flawed. It's just that some people don't recognize that in themselves. I am super flawed.
Not
White
Captain
Claws,
Rehab. Captain Rehab.
Dave, or as Captain Rehab. Sorry.
So, formerly known as Dave, now
Yeah,
known as Captain Rehab, also known as
a
the man
castle.
who does shower broadcasts. But I think he
He
stopped.
does do shower
Yeah.
broadcasts.
Oh, I love him. I absolutely love him. And you know what's so funny? Sweet Pea was like going, "You're not going to do any more shower broadcasts," and someone stole your idea. I just like he's gotten so much traction with that. It's unbelievable.
Good for
Hello.
him.
I don't want to say hello, Alexis. I have to see if my Alexis says back to me. Yeah, that's
Is
funny.
it is so in Canada is Alexis? Because here it's Alexa.
Yeah. Alexa, what does the name Elliot mean?
In Scottish, the name Eliot means Old Welshman. In France, the name Eliot means believes in God. In England, the name Eliot means the Lord is my God.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
In France, the name Elliot means believes in God.
There you
Yes,
go.
indeed. In
And that,
England, the name Elliot means the Lord is my God.
amen.
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 Hallelujah.
And that's because my name
Yes.
derives from Elijah,
Yes, it does.
and so that's probably where they're getting the meaning of that.
Yes.
Yeah. It means guy in a garage. My Alexa piped up a
Is that what it
guy in a
says?
garage.
Now,
Yeah, that's what Sarah says. That's what Sarah says.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a trend going on Instagram right now.
Yes.
My daughter's told me about this, where you look up your name on Urban Dictionary
Right.
and find out exactly what it means there. There's some pretty interesting stuff on there. I don't know if you've done that.
Yes. We should do a poll. We should do a poll today. Of all the people that are in the scope, or well, we shouldn't say scope anymore, should we? In the Haps broadcast,
Broadcast, yeah.
the broadcast here. How many are Jesus followers? Said put yes, put no. Yes. So do you feel like you're a flawed human being, sir?
Absolutely.
In what
So,
ways? In what ways in the new year are you going to try to improve yourself?
oh gosh, there's so
Kevin
many.
says no. Alexa says
No.
yes.
Urban Dictionary says Elliot is a male who likes a lot of dick.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah,
Did you? Yeah.
it seems very accurate to me. Sure.
Are there any Richards in here? Because I do like Richard.
Yes.
Richard's a
Yeah.
good
Well.
guy.
Yes.
He's
Well,
a good
and
guy.
Harry.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Randy. Ah.
Well,
Well,
my
my name
name means
means horny.
horny.
All right.
Randy means horny. Okay. All right.
Well, why not? Let's find out. Alexa, what does the name Randy mean?
The name Randy means son of Rand.
The name Randy means the son of Ran.
That's it.
That's it. I don't see any horniness there. So I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, now you have to say. Well, now you have to ask Alexa what the name Rand is. It Rand? Rand?
Rand. Yeah. What I want to do right now is, Alexa, what does the name David mean?
In Israel, the name David means beloved. In Hebrew, the name David means beloved or friend. In Wales, the name David means beloved or friend, from the Hebrew.
Okay.
In Scottish, the name David means beloved or friend, adopted from the Hebrew.
Okay. Alexa, what does the name Captain Rehab mean?
Here's something I found on the web. According to babygaga.com, it means my angel or my messenger.
Oh wow! There you go.
There you go. Here's something I found on the web according to Baby Gaga. It means my angel or my messenger. Captain Rehab. Oh yeah.
Can we do some Urban Dictionary ones?
No. No. No,
Why
we're
not? You
No,
don't like
we're not.
those?
No, thank you.
No. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I was gonna. You know what I thought Captain Rehab would mean? Man of clean body and mind. Yes.
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 And of Amish beard.
Yes, and occasional shower.
Occasional.
Oh yeah.
Because that's all you need. It's just an occasional.
That's all you need.
shower.
Occasional on air.
Occasional. Yeah.
On air. So, it's documented. You got to make
Right.
sure you document them because they're
Absolutely.
woo.
Hey, Chris Gales.
Chris Gale. You sounded amazing today. He sounded unbelievable today. So they've
Sure,
got the
Brian.
sound down for the musicians. It's unbelievable, the sound.
So maybe
That
that's
is the
what I'll try
best
to
I've
do
ever
tonight.
heard you sound, Chris, honestly, today.
Sounded good, Chris. I listened to a little bit too. I'm going to try to see if I can do the OBS thing on Happs. I heard you say the
Yes.
other day that you tried it. And
It was not good. And I noticed even today Bobby Becker was doing some snowflake thing in the back, and it was grainy and not sharp, where this is crystal clear.
right.
This is crystal clear. So if you're a musician and you're doing music and it's just you, oh my God,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable now.
What
The
if you're
sound
doing
is great.
What if you're doing happy Jesus dances?
I think Happy Jesus dances need maybe like an accompaniment of like drums and bass as well. Yeah, I guess you could do that, or you could just get Chris to come over, play a little guitar,
Right.
and you could just praise Jesus.
Oh, hey, a little product thing. Sorry, I
Yeah.
love Pellegrino. It's like one of my
Mhm.
favorite things, right? Or as people on Periscope you say, it's my bougie water, right? Pellegrino, really good
Yeah, I
stuff.
saw that on the floor.
Yeah, really good stuff. This, however, which I
Yes.
tried, is not good. This is
No?
not good at all.
Why is it not good?
It just does not taste good. It's coca, like basically chocolate and coffee flavors
Yeah.
in a mineral water, carbonated. Don't get this. My opinion.
No, not your cup of tea.
Awful. It was, Chris. It was yuck.
So I noticed today that some people were saying in the comments that they're having problems finding live broadcasts. And I was on last night doing some work in the night, and there was one person on Happs. Like one broadcast. I saw one live broadcast, and that was Linny P and Sweet Pea. That was it. That's all I could find, even on the random. So
It shall
because
never dance.
before any time of the day, after 1 o'clock, you would have all these European broadcasts. You'd have sunsets. So is it the restriction of having 1,000? It went from 10,000 to 1,000. So are a lot of people having problems meeting the criteria of 1,000 that weren't grandfathered in? I found one, but he slept the whole time. Chris, I invited you up if you want to come up and just say hello for a second before we go.
Well, I can drop down too, but I just
No. Unless
quick
you have
question.
to. You can.
No,
You
I don't
don't
have to. I don't. I just
Yeah,
don't
no.
want to hog a
I'm
space
happy
up.
with you being here. This is fine.
Yeah.
This is good.
And
I
that-
always thought you and I had great energy together. You remind me of a young me. Actually, you're kind of.
Really?
I got places to go, people to see.
Is that the song that was playing in your head when you were my age? I got places
Yes.
to go. I got
Don't you
people
want to
see.
be with me? Come on. Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's your tune, isn't it?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
No.
I have
What's
other
in the
tunes
wine
going on in
rack?
my
We
head.
don't know.
No, but my question, since you're kind of a veteran Happs user, so I recently turned my notifications on. I don't have any of my notifications on for any of my apps or
Yes.
anything on my phone. I did turn Happs on so that's how I can jump into broadcast now, is because it'll say, hey, this person's on, this person's on, this person's on. Other than that, the only way I could get into a broadcast is if I hit that random button. There's
Right.
no way to search, or shouldn't there just be like maybe it's because they want to pick the broadcasts that are featured, right? Because that's a way to jump into one too, right? I don't know.
I'm really disturbed with this. I don't know what's wrong with me, but this whitelisted thing drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I
what
don't-
is that? What's a whitelisted? What does that mean?
That means that you were grandfathered in, as far as I'm right. So you were one of the OGs, the originals. Ash, I invited you up right at the beginning. Oh, Randy says the new interface absolutely sucks. I love Randy. It's not Randy W. Horton. It's a dear friend of mine that I actually know in real life. He is a real person, even though he doesn't have a photo. Randy, you need to put a photo up there. You're a good-looking man. You should share your beauty with the world.
That's Son of Rand or Son of
Yes.
Rand? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That he's deep in this now, and I'm not ever doing the Urban Dictionary. Thank you so much.
Can you tell us why? Why won't you do it?
Oh, because they're crude and gross. It would be like having interpretations by Captain Rehab. Well, Captain Rehab, what does this name mean?
Come
Well,
on,
let me
live a
tell
little,
you.
Michael. Live a little.
Yeah,
Get
you
on
can
the
live
gross
on your own
side.
broadcast. How about that?
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. That's true. It is your broadcast. You can do what you want.
Yeah, you can do what you want. Well, and I can see you, which is awesome too. And I already know who you are, which is fantastic. Bonnie C. Bonnie C. Should we look up Alexa? What does the name Bonnie mean?
In England, the name Bonnie means good. In France, the name Bonnie means sweet. In Ireland, the name Bonnie means pretty girl. In Scottish, the name Bonnie means pretty, charming, beautiful.
Ooh, did you hear
Helen
that?
had it right. Yeah, Helen had it right.
Yeah, I like that right there. In Scottish, the name Bonnie means pretty, charming, beautiful. I think that should be your name, buddy, right there.
Hey, Michael, how about this? How about when you play that and I want to hear what Alexa's saying, I lean in, like I can actually hear better if I lean in.
Yeah, lean in.
Yeah,
Right, we get to showcase those ears.
No,
Ash,
isn't that funny?
are you coming up before I go? God, we go through time quick on here. It just goes. I always try to keep it around an hour. I can. Come on up.
Has it been an hour?
Almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're right. It does go.
It goes quickly. That's the other thing. You don't even know how long you're on. It's like
right.
that is crazy. We have no idea. We don't. If someone watches the broadcast, they don't see your name yet. But all those things. Well, hello. Oh my God, you look angelic today. I need one of those.
Angelic.
She does. Let's do this. We will heal, Elliot. Stay clear of the wine rack, Elliot, and the Urban Dictionary. Oh, mighty one.
I feel like there's some subliminal messages there. Why do I have to stay away from the wine rack? What was the suggestion on that?
I've seen you flying high on here a few times.
Obviously, yeah. So what are you suggesting? Are you suggesting that maybe I need to fly
suggest
lower?
that when people go on broadcast, they should not be drunk. That's what I'm
Really?
suggesting. Yeah.
What fun is that?
I think if you have a couple, it's good. But if you get sloppy crazy, it's not good.
Here's what I think, and you're entitled to your opinion, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
If no one knew who I was like most of the time, which is sober, and I was
You're sober
only
right
on
now,
here-
are you?
I'm fully wasted right now. I've had about 12 whiskeys. And
Yeah. Well, you
probably
seem
6 or
sober.
7
Doesn't he
beers.
seem sober?
I'm totally tober. I swear.
How many people here think he's had 12 whiskeys? Put yes. If you think he hasn't, put no. And you can do it in the replay. I don't think he's had 12. Maybe 2.
I was kidding. I've had 0.
0. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've talked to you when you're going.
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
when the engine's
I've done
revving.
repairs. Sure.
Kevin.
Sure.
He's a lightweight.
Who drinks? I have had White Claws before. I usually drink whiskey, maybe some beer, and occasional.
Don't drink
White
with
Claw.
Milton. He's close to Walmart. He can get refills real quick. He's 10 minutes away from Walmart. That's a dangerous thing.
But see, I'm a snobby whiskey and beer drinker, so I can't
Are you
just run to
snobby?
my Walmart and go and grab.
So where do you go to Costco? Well, I get the 1
No.
liter jug, sir, for one
No,
sit.
no.
That's one sit down for me, the leader.
No, I drink a lot of craft beer.
Do ya?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Craft beer makes you fart, doesn't it?
and it makes you fat. Makes you fart and fat. both.
Fat and fart. It's fabulous. The
It is,
FF.
absolutely. Flatulence.
It's not Follow
Flatulence.
Friday.
Absolutely. Here's my question. When in life, okay, it doesn't matter how old you get, in certain contexts, flatulence will always be funny. It will always be funny. It will never not be funny.
I want to do something spiritual because we've done nothing spiritual. And now that we have the angelic one here, I'm going to read something. I would love your interpretation. And if anybody wants to read the comments, that's cool too. The things that upset us today are not the real issue. They're simply arrows that point us back to the times when we shut our hearts off. I don't know. That's a
I
weird
think
one.
so. Like, I think it reaches back to like our core values and our morals too. But I think a lot of times it does. It points it back towards issues we already have from our past, and it's triggering us.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not going to read the comments because we're trying to get serious here. So, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry, Michael. This is what happens. You have someone puerile and immature like myself in your broadcast. And
that's okay. The
Fruit salad.
5 F's for female. Yeah, okay. I got it.
sorry.
It's good.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay, can you repeat what you just said though? Because I definitely want to give it thought.
All right. The things that upset us today are not the real issue. They are simply arrows that point us back to the times when we shut off our hearts.
So is that like unresolved hurt, no closure, and so if you don't close that off or it still hurts, that it affects you today? So
You know what? You know how I interpret it, and I don't think anybody else will. But when you're young and you're in love, you'll jump out of the plane without a parachute, never knowing you're going to hit the ground because you have no reference to the pain. You only know living in the moment. And to me, as I read that, intuitively, I get who wrote it is saying part of them has been shut off ever since they maybe fell too hard too fast. That's what I get. It could also be trauma.
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit. That's nice. Oh, Jesus.
Who said that?
Now we got to
it
find
does sound like a little bit of.
But was that Helen who said that? That's a bunch of bullshit. That's what I thought. The leggy one?
The leggy lady.
The leggy lady. That is so funny.
So here, I'd like a question off of that. What is it as we get older?
Yeah.
And when I say older, I just mean living longer, not necessarily, not old like you, Michael, but like old, as you get
Well,
older.
I'm getting up
What
there.
makes us less what makes us less willing to just go out and jump out of that airplane? What is it? Is it our experiences that where we get hurt that does that? Because I think that I still, and I'm 48.
Hmm.
I have children that I care about a ton, and that affects the decisions I make in my life quite a bit. But at the same time, I still am willing to make mistakes. I'm still willing to use my gut and my heart and go with something that gives me pleasure, that gives me
Yeah.
happiness, even though maybe it's going to end up in hurt, or I know this is going to hurt later, but what if it doesn't, right? So what is it in general, do you think, that makes us stop doing that, that peripheral jumping out of the plane without a parachute?
Um, I think we only know love when we're young.
Wow.
We're wired for love.
Wow.
Like from the time that we're very young, that we only know the capacity of love.
Hmm.
And that's how we're hardwired. And as we get older, that kind of unfortunately gets beaten out of us, and we lose our way. But
Hmm.
when you don't see children, they don't know prejudice, they don't know anger or hatred. Like, they get mad, but they get mad for 30 seconds and they're back in the joy state again if they don't get their way. And they don't carry things like we do. We carry everything like baggage. It can be scary. And if you get my age, you can have, the Greyhound station full of baggage if you don't let go of it. If you have a couple failed marriages, or I don't know, someone ripped you.
JP, Bonnie and I are actually talking about that in his
Yeah.
live about, well, when it comes to love anyways.
Yeah.
And it is like, I think a lot of people are building walls up instead of boundaries, or we get stuck in our own ways as we get older, and
Hmm.
people don't want to give because they think to give is to sacrifice in a way that's unhealthy. But I still think we have to be open to it, because otherwise the only person missing out on an opportunity to really live is you.
We got
Yeah,
Pep Benatar here. Love is a battlefield. It can be.
that
You
was
have
a
less
great
time
song.
to waste. Yep.
Yeah.
There's two things I'd like to say, and that is that this is a Bible thing, and maybe we could look it up later. But there are
Sure.
different types of love, and I think that
Yes.
that maybe the love that we're talking about right now, Michael, you said is can only happen when you're young. I think
Hmm.
maybe that's what you're talking about. But there are different types of love. But at the same time, I think that if you recognize who, and I'm just speaking in general, not you or you, just in general,
Hmm.
if you realize what you get out of and what also you provide to love,
Yes.
that maybe it'll make you not lose hope in it, because I know for me personally, I have a
Yes.
failed marriage. I have failed relationships past my marriage.
Yeah.
Um, and I tend to go, well, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to fix this situation? Because here's the deal: I want to be in a relation. I think that I provide a lot in
Hmm.
in a relationship, and I also get a ton out of it. So, um, you know, I, I'm still willing to jump out of that airplane without a parachute when it comes to love. To be honest with you.
But until you fully love and accept yourself, it's really hard to be in a relationship. You have to do your self work first.
Hmm.
Well, sure,
And
sure, but I'm
and
not
if
going
you
to stop if because I have stuff to work on still, which I
no,
always
no,
will.
I'm not asking you to
Yeah,
stop,
I
but
think we always do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think if you can put, the only thing you really can control is yourself.
Yeah, I
sure,
think
sure.
that's a good point what both of you said, because it takes two to tango in a
Mm,
relationship, unless you're, polygamous or polyamorous, but it takes two to tango. So you have to focus on being a better you, so that when you are in a relationship, you're bringing the top self to the table. Otherwise, you're wasting everybody's time.
yeah. This is a deadly combination, us three tonight. This is wonderful. It's great.
Deadly
No, it
meaning
really
good.
is. I
Deadly
yeah,
meaning good, or
well, I feel like we have a buffet of emotions. Even as I said, it went buffet,
Buffet.
buffet. You know why? Because love stinks. Jay Giles. It was Milton who said that.
love stinks, Jay
Yep.
Giles. I preferred
My
center.
sister's
What is it?
alive.
Centerfold. Centerfold, I think,
Yes.
was a better
Dun,
song.
dun, yeah, but he still saw
Or
his,
freeze frame. Freeze frame.
yeah. Centerfold, he saw his sweetheart in the
My love
centerfold
runs
pages.
cold.
That's right.
Angel was in the centerfold.
Penny will kill me.
I want to read one thing and then I have to go. So, are you guys ready for this one? This one's a little weird. No one changes unless they want to. Not if you beg them, not if you shame them, not if you use their reason, emotion, or tough love. There's only one thing that makes someone change: their own realization they need to do it. And there's only one time it will happen: when they decide they are ready.
Totally agree. You got to want it, or else your partner or whoever it is that you want to see do better has to be up to them.
Yeah.
So
And
so can I add something to that? And
you can,
actually,
that's why you're here. Yeah.
and hopefully weave it into the context of what we were just talking about.
Sure.
Is that if you're willing, sometimes it's being in a relationship that makes you willing to change and be better. Not necessarily for that person, because then you get into that whole thing again where you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for them, but you're doing it because of them, and it's making you a better person because of that. And that's why I don't think that maybe it's good to do self work before you get into relationships.
Yes.
Absolutely. But
Absolutely.
I don't think that you need to, because I get in this, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to say, you're constantly changing, right? You're constantly learning, you're constantly growing. So I just would not want someone to stop being in a relationship because they haven't done enough work on themselves yet. Well, maybe that final piece of work or the final completeness is because you're in a relationship and you're choosing to change, like you just said, till you choose that you want to change. No one else can make you change, but that choice comes because of the person that you're with. Just a thought.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think when you're happy and inspired by someone you care about, they give you one more reason to be the best you. And that comes with your family and everybody else too that you care about.
Absolutely. And in Helen's country, that's absolutely.
Helga wants to know if you're going on live today.
Who?
You.
Oh, me.
Yes.
I don't know, Helga. When it starts to get a little bit later in the night, I think about having a whiskey, and I've been instructed.
Yes. Yes.
Instructed by people.
Yes. Well, he might have several. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. So our dear friend Rick Costa, you're going on directly after, right? Because his show should be on now. So I would love to end it here. Can you guys quickly do what you're grateful for? Ash, thank you. You always elevate the energy. I don't know what it is about you.
Is that halo?
The halo, the angelic. Yes, the halo works, but even you almost had that monk like look. If you even had your hood, yes. Oh, well, now you look in prison, but we won't. Okay.
Are we doing the Gregorian chants now, like Enigma?
Yeah.
Remember Enigma?
Those actually kind of weird me out. I don't like
Do
it.
they?
It's like,
Why do they weird
well,
you out?
because they like go all through me, and it's like, get out of there. I didn't invite you in there. I don't like it.
Whoa.
It's too much.
Certain parts start tingling when they shouldn't.
Yeah, not invited. There was no invitation there. Damn it.
Listen, pre-whiskey. If you bring the whiskey, we might. But yeah. What is your alcohol? Do you drink at all?
Me? No,
Yes.
I don't drink anymore. I used to
That's
be a
what I
vodka
thought.
girl. Yeah, I was a vodka girl when I drank, but that was a long time ago.
It was really tough for me to step away from tequila because it was such an easy way to get numb.
Oh yeah, this is an easy way to forget.
Well, I never forgot, but it just numbed me enough that the rage wouldn't come up. So I wouldn't have to deal with stuff. I would just.
Can I see? This is. Don't you think that like sometimes it's okay to forget about something, or it's okay to numb something?
Oh
like,
yeah,
and
but
so,
not every night.
No,
I just
absolutely.
don't for health reasons. I would
I get
honestly
that.
enjoy drinking, but I couldn't. My health wouldn't allow it anymore.
Absolutely, I get that. Because at the end of the day, alcohol is poison. That's basically what it is. There's no health benefits to it. It literally
Yes.
is all it is bad benefits. I mean, there's
Well,
or bad
sugar,
things.
right?
Yeah, it gets
Caffeine,
you
all the
fat.
things we love are not good for us. Let's be real,
Sure. But I
right?
just want to. I
Like if
just
you go to Starbucks, what are you drinking? Sugar, caffeine.
Mhm.
I'm probably missing something. Maybe
That's why I
whipped
shoot up heroin, Kevin.
Starbucks is awful. That's why I should
Kevin,
heroin.
behave.
I just do heroin. I don't drink though.
Yeah, no. I've cut everything else out.
Yeah,
I prioritize my life.
a little bit
All right,
crack
can we
here
do
and there,
what
no
we're
big deal.
grateful for, and then I can spend some time with my beloved? That would be wonderful because we're now into, I think, an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes, somewhere in that range.
Okay. I'm thankful for a good day today. I've had a rough few days this week health-wise,
Mhm.
and today I've actually been up and moving. So I'm thankful. And I'm thankful you guys got me sitting up and laughing and in a good
Yeah.
mood. So appreciate all of you in the comments too.
Well, I hope that we can always uplift each other, you and I, and Elliot there. There he goes. Yes, yes. He's like, could use a rum, vodka,
I don't like rum or vodka.
tequila, wine,
Rum is
I don't
rye.
like tequila. I don't like tequila.
And us down here. Of course, you too, sissy wife.
Yes.
Good.
I'm grateful for a lot of things. We already talked about the things I'm grateful for, but what I haven't
Yes.
mentioned is I'm actually grateful for this broadcast. It was a good
Me
broadcast,
too.
and I appreciate the openness, honesty, and the willingness to talk about things, which is cool. So I appreciate that.
I
Although
love
you
every
didn't- you
time I
didn't do
put
the
light
Urban
chat.
Dictionary. That's
You ever
fine.
notice that every time I put light chat, it's never light?
It usually ends up in weird, like,
Or
giggles
it's
too at the
heated
end.
debates, right? And Edward's in here going,
Love you, not scared. Urban
I
Dictionary.
love
am
Edward.
not
He
scared.
knows that.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
And maybe next time you can have, if she'll come up here, you
Mhm.
can have Blondie ER nurse come up and explain to you what non-skid means.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I've only ever had her on my broadcast once, I think. Maybe twice. Maybe twice.
Invite her up. She's got some good stuff to say.
She's got a good soul.
Mhm.
She
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
she really I think is wired to heal. I think she's a healer. I really do.
I think she's a lot more intelligent than she allows people to realize she is. And she's
Yeah.
funny as hell and she's sweet.
Yeah.
So I love her to pieces.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, he's left. He's got to go. Something went down. All right. Just you and I. So thank you for being here. And it looks like we picked
Please.
the right time. They must have called him for dinner.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Much love. Thank you. That was a great broadcast. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody in the comments. Should we, Captain Rehab, Nurse. Oh my God. Look at all these comments. Wow. They're talking amongst each other mostly here, though.
I think it's sweet.
Yes. Leggy lady, you need to unblock me because you're in my broadcast anyways. Just let go whatever you need to let go, especially in the new year. 2022. Isn't that scary?
I love it.
2022. And I love that you're feeling better today.
Me too.
Let's continue that trend. Take care.
Me too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.